So we're expecting any day now. Digestion of a little bit of the move we had with Bitcoin going to 104,000. Consolidate, then something will break. I don't know what it was. Sui broke yesterday, broke to the upside. Now it's consolidating. Maybe it's Doge tomorrow. And this rolling breakouts is how it happens. Then consolidation. And as people build confidence, we start moving into, okay, bigger correction to come. This is the 5-minute chart of Bitcoin, and it's all drama. I want you to zoom out and get a proper perspective. Stop the drama of Twitter of, oh my God, it broke 100,000, it's falling below 100,000, it's fallen 10,000 points, and then it's going back up again. All of this is the wrong way to trade crypto, to capture that opportunity to unfuck your future.
Raoul introduced a groundbreaking chart forecasting a surge in crypto prices, a phase he calls the banana zone. This model predicted a rapid price ascent, culminating in significant highs before a correction. As of now, the market has aligned almost perfectly with these predictions, signaling that the burst phase of the banana zone is well underway. Based on the chart, Bitcoin could approach $110,000 or even overshoot that mark by year-end. Raoul introduces a pragmatic approach to portfolio management, urging investors to focus their bets on high-conviction assets. His "don't mess this up" thesis advocates allocating 80 to 90% of the portfolio to core tokens like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, reserving smaller portions for emerging assets like SUI or speculative plays in the meme coin space, avoiding over-diversification, which can dilute potential returns. By concentrating investments in top-performing assets and resisting the urge to chase every breakout, investors can maximize gains while minimizing unnecessary risk.
Please take a little time to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more videos like this. You can also check out our other videos on cryptocurrencies and the overall digital asset space and drop your comments and observations in the comments section below. Everything you do helps with the YouTube algorithm and immensely contributes to the channel's growth. Thanks and enjoy the video.
In September, we started producing this chart. You already know that I have identified that global liquidity is the driver of crypto assets. And for vast periods of time, they actually just mirror global liquidity. When you get into the speculative blow-off season, it actually tends to decouple to the upside because these are exponential assets. But right now, we're still in the point where they're highly coupled. So in September, we showed this chart and said, the first leg of the banana zone is coming. Cut to today. I mean, that's fucking perfect. I didn't expect that to work as well as that. I mean, that is literally perfect. And that chart suggests that we go somewhere close to 110,000. Maybe we overshoot it, whatever it is, but into the end of the year before we correct. So this is the burst phase of the banana zone. So how is it looking in markets themselves? Let's flip through some charts. Now, these were put together yesterday. We've moved around a bit, but SUI, which you know, A, the sponsor of this. B, as you know, I'm on the foundation of SUI, but as I've always said, I'm a mercenary with my capital. This has been one of our core recommendations in both Global Macro Investor and Pro Crypto, and it's been doing extraordinarily well. The short-term chart of this, breakout. Solana. Here's a daily chart of Solana. Solana had a big wedge pattern, big consolidation, broke out. We're re-wedging right now. We should break out again into year end to follow that liquidity pattern, banana zone. Ethereum. This is the weekly chart of Ethereum. The weekly chart of Ethereum hasn't yet broken out, but it's very close. So whether we break out this month, which is my hunch, and then maybe retest in the January pullback from liquidity, or we pull back here for a bit and then explode through afterwards. Either way, that chart, that wedge pattern, to me is one of the most powerful patterns in all of crypto and suggests we've got a very big move in Ethereum to come. The other thing that I look at is I look at the cross rates between various crypto to try and pick the strongest one. I've already shown that Solana is very strong and it's expected to keep going higher. But when I compare SUI against Solana, it's starting to break out from this inverse head and shoulders pattern, which suggests to me that I would switch more assets from Solana into SUI. That's not saying Solana is going to go down. In fact, I think Solana does extremely well, and you should be overweighted there because it is a second cycle, more proven protocol, while SUI is newer and riskier. But it looks like the alpha is going to come from the new token, the new performer of SUI. To show another interesting chart that I quite like is XRP has been super strong, but really what we've seen is the upward trend of SUI outperformance. We hit the bottom of the trend channel, and we're likely to outperform XRP going forwards again in that ongoing relative outperformance. Again, that's not saying XRP goes down, but I'm just giving you the perspective of these cross rates so you understand the nuance of markets, because really a lot of people have too much assets spread across too many things. When you start comparing one asset to the other, you can actually narrow it down and concentrate your bets into bets that really matter. A lot of the time you think, oh, I want a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of this because that's going up and that's going up and that's breaking out. You actually underperform by doing that. I've found that being more concentrated in my bets, using the don't fuck this up thesis, which is have, let's say, 80 or 90% in the main tokens. And those would be Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Then you can have weightings in whatever you choose it to be, where you think you're going to find outperformance, including some memes, which should be a much smaller part of your portfolio because you're likely to get wrecked. You'll have fun doing so, but you're likely to get wrecked. Okay, next chart, XRP itself, fabulous pattern. Look at wedge after wedge after wedge after wedge. So we're just building another wedge now, ready for the next break higher. So that move is clearly not done. If you look at the weekly chart of XRP, it's a stunner. This massive 7-year wedge is broken. Who knows where this chart goes to? It's very powerful. But then go back to that chart of SUI versus XRP, and it's suggesting that SUI should even outperform this. So that's the perspective I have. Now, it's not always going to be 100% right, but that's how I look at it. Here's SUI Solana. So we've been consolidating the wedge. We had the huge outperformance, consolidation, breakout, retest the breakout zone. Next leg should be SUI's favor because of the long-term chart. And this is the weekly chart. And you saw the daily chart earlier with the inverse head and shoulders, stuff like that. So there's a lot of great charts that are lining up that say banana zone. In meme land, whiff, dog whiff hat, inverse head and shoulders, broke out, retest, next leg higher should come shortly.
A recurring theme in Raoul's analysis is the importance of understanding human behavior as reflected in chart patterns. Wedges, consolidations, and breakouts are manifestations of collective investor psychology. Recognizing these patterns helps investors navigate the market's rolling nature, where different tokens take turns leading the charge. For instance, SUI's recent breakout aligns with Bitcoin's consolidation, while Doge and XRP are setting up for their next moves. This rolling breakout phenomenon underscores the need for patience and adherence to a well-defined strategy.
Jupiter. So Jupiter is it's kind of a leverage bet on Sol because it's a DEX on Sol, so more Sol activity, more Jupiter goes up. So it's broken out as well and looks very positive. These kind of wedge patterns that we see are immensely powerful. So this is beta to Sol. Another one that did a very similar pattern was MOG. It had exactly the same wedge and then it exploded higher, and it's been exploding higher since as it ended up getting listed on the major exchanges. So again, you can see these patterns. They're human behavior on a chart, and they don't all happen at the same time. This is the hard thing about the banana zone, is different things pop at different times, and you've always, trust me, always got the feeling you've got the wrong token. Then yours pumps, and then something else pumps, and you're like, do I chase this one? Have I got it wrong? Stick with your program. You'll probably get it right over time if you've used the don't fuck this up thesis of asset allocation. So don't worry, FOMO is a natural part of this market. The real temptation is to chase every breakout. Don't do that. because they roll over time, they repeat the same patterns, but they're not all 100% in the same phase. The other one that's an absolute stunner of a chart is Doge. Doge just keeps doing the same thing every cycle. It does consolidation, 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 explosion. Consolidation, 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 explosion. The explosion is always the banana zone, and Doge is the strongest characteristic of the banana zone. It's this massive meme that gets the world's attention. It has been going since 2013, and it has been unstoppable. And look at the breakout levels. Now, if we repeat anything like we did the last two banana zone periods, we've got a hell of a ride to come. So Doge is something that I keep a close focus on. And again, once we zoom down to the shorter term time horizon, Doge, and again, this is slightly out of date, this is from yesterday, but Doge is wedging yet again. These wedges are fabulous patterns in bull markets or bear markets, depending which way you're looking at, but they consolidation, the pause that refreshes, next leg higher. So we're expecting any day now, digestion of a little bit of the move we had with Bitcoin going to 104,000, consolidate, then something will break. I don't know what it was. Sui broke yesterday, broke to the upside. Now it's consolidating. Maybe it's Doge tomorrow. And this rolling breakouts is how it happens. Then consolidation. And as people build confidence, we start moving into, okay, bigger correction to come. Doge Bitcoin is like, I think, the most humorous chart in all of humanity. What it's saying is since Doge came out in 2013, it's outperformed Bitcoin by 500%. It's suggesting that Doge is the hardest currency in the known galaxy. Now, if that chart plays out and it breaks that kind of downward sloping wedge or whatever channel, and we go to a new high, I mean, that's telling us something that we can't get our heads around, that Doge is literally a better currency than Bitcoin. And I know that's contentious. I'm just looking at the charts. I find it hilarious. We may be living in a simulation, and it's probably Elon's simulation. Therefore, this works. Crypto is just one of the parts of the equation, as is macro, as is technology. We're all going towards this economic singularity, where I think we've got maybe 5 years before the entire system changes. We've got 5 years to make as much money as possible so we can protect ourselves and our families from the massive change that lies ahead. You can already see it. You know, if we're starting to see that AIs have consciousness and crypto's being adopted by the White House, what happens next year? What happens when the robots come? What happens when we're going to Mars? There is so much that is happening, and so much will become complicated. And I'll be there for you on that journey to navigate, to make sense of it all, and to point you in the right direction.
Raoul touches on a transformative shift he calls the economic singularity. Over the next 5 years, advancements in AI, blockchain, and other technologies will converge to reshape the global economy. This period represents a critical window for wealth accumulation and preparation for the systemic changes ahead. Crypto's adoption by institutions and governments, coupled with breakthroughs in AI and space exploration, highlights the accelerating pace of innovation. As these trends unfold, Raoul pledges to guide his audience through the complexities of this new era.
Please like and subscribe my channel.